In this video, I want to share the mathematical concept of algebraic roots and indices. So I'll go through a brief overview of the concept and then go through some problem solving. So let's jump straight into the video. So I'll focus on the subtopic of algebraic roots and indices. So if I just give a brief overview of what algebraic roots and indices are. So if I go to Google and just search algebraic, just write the keyword algebraic roots and indices. So as you can see, the AI overview says in algebra, roots refer to the solutions of an equation. So the solution of an equation is called a root. So while indices, also called exponents, represent how many times a number is multiplied by itself, essentially indicating the power to which a number is raised. So the power, for example, x to the power 3 is x cube. This is the exponent or the indice. Together, algebraic roots and indices encompass the mathematical operations of finding solutions to equations and working with powers of numbers. So you have got a brief idea where roots are solutions to the equations, and indices are also called exponents, are basically how many times a number is multiplied by itself. So if I now focus on the problem solving part, and I'll focus on the medium category part of this topic, and if I just focus on the first problem, you have to simplify this this expression, which is 5u square w to the power 4 multiplied by 7u w cube. So if I use my notepad and use my pen tool, what does it say? 5u square and w to the power 4 multiplied by w to the power 4 multiplied by 7 uw cube. So uw cube. Okay, so if I want to simplify the expression, we can obviously multiply 5 with 7, which is what, 35, and we can multiply u square with u, which is power of 1. So there is power 2 and there is power 1. So u to the power 2 plus 1, which is 3, and w has power 4 and w has power 3. So if I multiply w to the power 4 with w to the power 3, we get w to the power 4 plus 3, which is 7. So this is the simplified expression of this expression. Now if I focus on problem number 2, it says you have to simplify this expression, which is 9x to the power 8 y cube, this whole thing to the power half. So if I open my pen tool, and it says 9x to the power 8 and y cube, to the power 8 and y cube, and this whole expression has a power of, half. Okay, this whole expression has a power of half. So if I want to simplify this expression, we can separate the parts here. So what we can do is, we can do what, 9 to the power half, 9 to the power half multiplied by x to the power 8 to the power half, and multiplied by y cube to the power half. Okay, so now if I want to simplify this, what is 9 to the power half, which is root of 9 multiplied by x to the power half, means x to the power 8 to the power half means x 8 into half, so which is 4. Okay, and y is 3 into half, which is 3 by 2. So root 9 we can express as what, plus minus 3. Okay, so we can express as what, plus minus 3 multiplied by x to the power 4 multiplied by q y to the power 3 by 2. So this is the simplified expression of this expression. So this is how we can simplify the expression, by separating the parts. Problems 4, 5, 6 are very similar, so I'll focus on problem number 7, and let's read the problem. So basically you have to simplify this expression, p cube multiplied by p to the power 4 divided by p square. Okay, so if I use my pen tool, what is the expression that you have to simplify? P cube multiplied by p to the power 4 divided by p square. So when there is a multiplication of the same variable, the powers are added, so these powers should be added, and when there is a division, like between the same variable, the powers would be subtracted. Okay, so what can we do? In the enumerator we can write what? There is a multiplication, so 3 and 4 will be added to get 7, and the numerator or the denominator would be p square. Okay, so now what I can do is, I have p to the power 7, the power is 7 at the top and 2 at the bottom, or the numerator. So we can write result of the simplified expression is p to the power 7 minus 2, or it can also be written as p to the power 5. So this is how we can simplify this expression to this simple expression. So if I now focus on problem number 8, and specifically the first part, which is 8a, there's an equation given. It's not an expression, rather an equation. So you have to solve this equation, 3x square equals 147, where x is a variable. Okay, so the equation given is 3x square equals to 147. This is the equation given. So x square equals to 147. So you have to figure out the value of x. Okay, you have to solve this equation. So in order to solve this equation, we can divide both sides by 3. So if I divide both sides by 3, I get what? This is 1, and this is what? 3 4s are 12, and 2 7 3 9s are 27. So x square is what? X square is 49 when I divide both left hand side and right hand side by 3. And now 49 is also a square, which is 7 square. This is what? 7 square. If I take a bracket, it can be plus minus 7 square, because both plus 7 square and minus 7 square is 49. Both result in what? 49, right? So if both of them result in 49, we can get what? X is equal to plus minus 7. So this is the solution to this equation. Now if I focus on the problem 8d, the fourth part of problem 8, so it has this expression w equals 4p minus 16. So you have to make p the subject of this formula. So there are two variables here, w and p. So if I use my pen tool, so the equation given is w equals 4p minus 16. Okay, so you have to make p the subject of q. So the p the subject of this formula. So you have to, if you have to make the p the subject of this formula, you have to transfer p to the position of w. So if I want to transfer p to the position of w, we can write 4p minus 16 is what? Is w, just exchanging sides, w, taking w to the right and 4p minus 16 to the left. So we can also write this as what? 4p is equals to w plus 16. So now we can write what? P, from here we can write p equals w plus 16 divided by 4, or we can also write it in this way, w by 4 plus 16 divided by 4 is 4. So w by 4 plus 4. So this is the equation where p is the subject of the equation. If I now focus on problem number 13, you have to simplify this expression, 16 e to the power 10 f to the power 6 whole to the power half. Okay, so if I write this expression, 16 e to the power 10 and f to the power 6 and whole to the power half. Okay, So we know that we can multiply the powers. So we can write, first we separate 16, E and F. Okay, so we can write 16 to the power half multiplied by e to the power 10 to the power half multiplied by f to the power 6 whole to the power half. Okay, we just separated the three parts. So now we can write, because 16 to the power half is basically root 16, we can write what? Plus minus 4 multiplied by e to the power 10 to the power half is e to the power 5, 10 multiplied by half, and f to the power 6 to the power half, f to the power 6 to the power half is f to the power 6 multiplied by half. So 6 multiplied by half is 3. So this is the simplified expression of this particular expression. I hope by now you already have a good idea, a firm grasp on the mathematical concept of algebraic roots and indices and how to solve problems regarding this concept. So in the next video I'll focus on another topic, so stay tuned for that.